At 1:23 a.m. on April 26, 1986, a nuclear reactor exploded in the Soviet Union. Most people in the nearby city were asleep. No sirens sounded, and no evacuation order was given. No one was told the truth. By sunrise, children were already playing outside under a strange metallic-tasting dust. Couples stood on balconies watching a glowing blue light rise into the sky. Firefighters walked directly into radiation so intense it would kill them within days. This is the true story of Chernobyl. Not the myths, not the dramatized version. But what actually happened, step by step, when a system built on secrecy chose denial over human life. The Soviet Union built it to showcase technological superiority. Nearby stood Pripyat, a modern city created specifically for nuclear workers and their families. It had schools, hospitals, parks, cinemas, and one of the youngest populations in the entire USSR. The average age was just 26. People trusted the system. They trusted the engineers. They trusted the government. And they trusted that nuclear power, when controlled by experts, was safe. That trust would soon become deadly. On the night of April 25th, engineers prepared for a routine safety test on Reactor Number 4. The goal was simple on paper: to see whether the reactor's turbines could generate enough power during a shutdown to keep cooling systems running. The test had failed before management wanted results, but delays pushed the test into the early morning hours. The night shift, less experienced and under pressure, took over. Power levels dropped dangerously low. Operators tried to compensate manually. What they didn't fully understand was that the reactor design itself had a fatal flaw. At low power, it became unstable. At 1:23 a.m., an emergency shutdown was ordered. Instead of stopping the reaction, it accelerated it. Within seconds, power surged to more than 100 times the reactor's design limit. The fuel rod shattered. Water instantly turned to steam. A massive explosion blew the 1,000-ton concrete lid off the reactor. Then came a second explosion. Reactor number 4 was open to the sky. The first emergency responders arrived within minutes. They were told it was a regular industrial fire. No one told them it was radioactive. Firefighters climbed onto the reactor roof without protective gear. They handled pieces of graphite with their bare hands, unaware they were touching the reactor's core. Within hours, many were vomiting. Their skin began to blister. Their organs were already failing. Some would be dead within 2 weeks. They died believing they were saving their city. Despite clear evidence of disaster, Soviet authorities delayed evacuation. Radiation levels in Pripyat were hundreds of times above normal. Dosimeters maxed out. Animals collapsed. Metal began to corrode. Still, life continued. Residents were told they would be gone for just 3 days. They packed light. Most never returned. Pripyat became a ghost city overnight. For 2 days, the world knew nothing. Then radiation alarms went off in Sweden. Workers tested positive for contamination despite no local incident. Investigators traced it back to the Soviet Union. Only then did Moscow admit something had happened. Even then, details were minimized. Inside the USSR, information was tightly controlled. Doctors were forbidden from diagnosing radiation sickness. Deaths were mislabeled, numbers were adjusted. The truth leaked slowly and at a cost. To contain the disaster, the government mobilized over 600,000 people. They were called liquidators, soldiers, miners, engineers, volunteers. Many were sent with little protection. Some were given only minutes on the reactor roof to shovel radioactive debris before being replaced. They worked knowing the risk. They worked anyway. Without them, Europe would have been poisoned. Many paid with their health, some with their lives. Entire villages were erased from maps. Forests turned red, wildlife mutated. Cancer rates rose for decades. The Soviet Union spent enormous resources trying to contain the damage. The disaster accelerated public distrust. 5 years later, the USSR collapsed. Chernobyl didn't just destroy a reactor. It exposed a system built on silence, fear, and denial. Today, Chernobyl stands frozen in time. That secrecy can be lethal. And that when truth is delayed, the cost is paid in human lives. The explosion lasted seconds. The consequences will last centuries. And it all began with a test that no one wanted to fail. If this story resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more historical insights, and share your thoughts in the comments below.